And we welcome you to the American Airlines Center here in Dallas, Texas. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. We're back with another edition of the 2025-2026 NBA2K26 season playthrough. It is Game 4 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals series featuring the Dallas Mavericks and the Oklahoma City Thunder. We start off with the starting lineups here for the Thunder. SGA and Lugan Stort at guard, Williams and Holmgren at the forwards, and Hartenstein at center. And for the Mavericks, you got Irving and Thompson at the guards, followed by Najee Marshall and Anthony Davis at power forwards, and Derek Lively at the second at center. And the tip is underway here. It's a do-or-die game for the Mavericks. They're trailing the series 3-0. They lost all 3 games by over 40 points. It's been a really dominant series by the Thunder, the defending champions. The 2 seed. You see Anthony Davis coming around. That is no good. He gets the offensive rebound. Rejected by Hartenstein. And Lively will get it. Control it, and it's the lead there. It's only the second time they have had a lead in this series here. They led for only a grand total of 34 seconds in game number 3. SGA, that shot, and we are tied. I believe that was another 34 seconds or so. We'll see how it goes. I know that was maybe even under 30 seconds, but I know it was a brief lead again. Got Kyrie Irving. That shot is up. That is no good. Hartenstein grabbing the rebound. Over to Lugan Stort. Dort for 3. That's no good. And Derek Lively the second grabbing a rebound with Najee Marshall. Marshall coming around. That layup is no good. Jalen Williams grabbing the rebound. Williams had 36 points in that Game 3 victory. Dort for 3. No good. Lively the second. Lugan Stort has been very interesting. He had a 32-point Game 1 where he hit 10 three-pointers. Franchise record 10 three-pointers in one game, but he's only had 7 points since then, as you see the miss there. That's SGA coming around over to Lugan Stort. Dort for 3. That's in there. And the Thunder are on top by 3. What's at stake for the Mavericks? The win will send this series to a Game 5. Irving will miss that one. Holmgren grabbing a rebound. We'll extend this series to a Game 5. Thunder wins. As you see, Jalen Williams will miss that one. Anthony Davis with an easy rebound here. You see no points in the last 2:10 for the Mavericks. And counting. Davis for 3. No good. Lugan Stort with the rebound. And there you got SGA. Back over to Hartenstein, over to Dort. She's over to Williams. Williams back to SGA. SGA had 23 points in Game 3 in that Game 3 win. That was actually the third most by a Thunder player in that game. Hartenstein will grab the rebound off the miss. As I said, SGA has done his part, but there's other players have stepped up scoring-wise. But SGA there will get his first points of the game, I believe, and we have a timeout called already here. 8:37 to play in the first. A 7-0 run by the Thunder. We're going to take a timeout. Coming out of timeout. It's a 7-0 run by the Thunder here. 8:37 to play in the first. As you see, Lively the second will inbound it to Kyrie Irving as he's crossing the half-court line. Lively the second. Got 13 on the shot clock here. The Mavericks, though, really need to get something going here. They have not looked good. As you see, Anthony Davis is going to go to the foul. Chet Holmgren go to the line. Holmgren called for his first personal foul. First team foul called against the Thunder here as AD going to go to the line. Shooting 2.
Take a break. 2 shots.
So Davis will make the first one. It looks like everybody's like leaving him hanging here. Gotta love the good old glitch from 2K sometimes. So that ends the 7-0 run. Hits them both as it's 7-4 right now. The Mavericks on top. Or the Thunder on top, I should say. Thunder looking to move on to the second round here. We had 3 series going into the 4th game. You see SGA will miss that one. Lively coming with it. The rebound, not Marshall with it. As we're over 4 minutes into the first quarter here. 7-4, the Thunder on top. The other 2 series were in the Eastern Conference, and those both ended in sweeps. Can we have our 3rd sweep here? As Marshall coming around back over to Lively, and Lively is... No, that's going to be a jump ball. Okay, I thought he was going to go to the line. There's Chet Holmgren there. I thought that was Hartenstein for a second, but that was Holmgren that had the rejection there early on in that first quarter. 0.4 on the shot clock. And there we go. As I said, if you're the Thunder, I would just let the Mavericks win the tip. I was going to get ready to say that before the tip happened. Just let the Mavericks win it because there's only 0.4 on the shot clock. And there's a shot clock violation there. SGA is over to Holmgren here. 13 on the shot clock here. 7.5 to play in the first. Jalen Williams shoots the 3. That is no good. Thompson grabbing the rebound. And they're Irving for 3. No good. Jalen Williams grabbing the rebound here. See SJGA, 23 points, 10 of 19 shooting with 6 assists and 2 steals. Holmgren for 3. No good. Hartenstein in the offensive rebound. Dished it over to Jalen Williams. Back over to Holmgren. Holmgren for 3 again. No good. Klay Thompson grabbing the rebound. Thompson over to Davis, and Anthony Davis with the layup. That's good. And the Mavericks within 1. AD in 3 games against the Thunder this season playthrough. 22 points on average. Those are the 3 games in the regular season. He, along with a slew of other players from the Mavericks, are no longer Mavericks in real life, but they see SGA with the bucket. That's good. You see SGA averaging 36.3 points per game on the regular season. Here they go, Mavs go, Chance. They need them. They need this crowd behind them, you know, as I said. They have not played a close game at all in this series, as Irving will miss that one. Logan Stewart will grab the rebound. He's crossing the half-court line over halfway through the first quarter. I see Jalen Williams. And that's his, I believe that might be his first 2 points of the game, and it's 11-6, Thunder. Irving for 3. No good. Holmgren grabbing the rebound. And over to Logan Stewart. Stewart. Dish it over to Williams. Back over to Holmgren. Holmgren for 3. No good. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Klay Thompson holding on to it right now as we have Davis for 3. No good. Holmgren grabbing the rebound. Dort has it. See AD 4 points, 1 of 5 shooting, 3 rebounds. He had 2 free throws that he made earlier in this game. Gilgeous-Alexander back over to Dort, over to Williams. Williams for 3. That's no good. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Thompson for 3. That's no good. Holmgren grabbing a rebound. A little low scoring first quarter here. This game coming to you from the American Airlines Center. This is game 4 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals series. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. The Logan Stewart will pass that up over to Williams. Williams for 3. That's going to fall in. If you like what you see, hit the like button, comment on this video, as we have a timeout call by the Mavericks here. 4:12 to play in the first. It's 14-6 OKC. Coming out of the timeout here, 4:12 to play in the first. Look at the lineups at SGA, Kaysen Wallace, Caruso. And for the Mavericks, let's see here, we got Russell Irving, and that's it. You can't really they go a little too fast. Irving will take the inbound. Coming out of timeout, the Mavericks trailing by 8. Caleb Martin into the game as well as Gafford. And that's no good. Caruso grabbing the rebound. Cason Wallace was the second leading scorer off the bench for the Thunder with 26 points in that Game 3 victory. Hartenstein, and that's going to be a 3-second violation against the Thunder, and the Mavericks will get the ball here as we got another substitution here. Kyrie Irving going to go to the bench. We have the Aussie exchange as Dante Exum coming into the game. Let's see, Russell. Angelo Russell, as I said, I know he checked into the game out of that last timeout. Caleb Martin. Back over to Russell. Russell with a jumper. That is no good. Caruso grabbing the rebound. Back over to Cason Wallace. SGA for 3. No good. Hartenstein will get the offensive rebound. He'll put it up. No good. Gafford coming down with the rebound for the Mavericks. Going the other way. Under 3 to play here in the first. Max Christie into the game as well. Over to Gafford, over to Martin, back to Christie. 5 on the shot clock. Gafford over to Christie. Christie for 3. No good. Hartenstein grabbing a rebound. Thunder already 16 rebounds in this first quarter. They're averaging 47.3. And there's a careless turnover right there. You got to have better awareness than that, SGA. Chet Holmgren checking back into the game for Hartenstein. Cason Wallace will move the point guard. Isaiah Joe also checking into the game. Caleb Martin. Back over to Gafford. 13 on the shot clock. Back over to D'Angelo Russell. Russell, 7 on the shot clock. Finds Martin. Dishes it over to Exum. Feeds Russell. Russell for 3. No good. Holmgren grabbing a rebound. 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 17-12. You see the rebound edge in favor of the Thunder. And there Williams coming around. Jumper. Good. Jalen Williams. And the lead is up to 10. The Thunder shooting 7 of 19 compared to only 2 of 19 from the field for the Mavericks. The Mavericks were only held to 9 points in that first quarter in Game 3. Martin. That is no good. And Wallace grabbing a rebound. Caruso back over to Jalen Williams with a slam dunk. And a lead up to 12. See Russell with it as we have 15 on the shot clock, a minute 9 to play in the first. Russell fishes it over to Gafford. Gafford over to Exum now. 5 on the shot clock. Exum. That jump shot is up. That is no good again. Jalen Williams with the rebound. No points in the finals in the last 6 minutes or so. And there's another bucket right there. It's 20-6. 35 seconds to play here in the first. Russell for 3. That's no good. Oh my gosh. The Mavericks just shooting themselves out of the series. Caruso, no good. Shot clock turned off. Over to Russell. Russell feeds it over to Christie. Back over to Martin. Martin to Russell. Back to Martin. Got 5 on the shot clock. Martin for 3. No good. Holmgren with the rebound, and that will do it. Nearly 7 minutes of scoreless right now currently for the Mavericks. The Thunder lead the Mavericks 20-6 at the end of 1. We'll be back. Game 4 of this Western Conference Quarterfinals. We'll be back to start the second quarter shortly. Ready to start the second quarter here. As we see, Holmgren will inbound it to Caruso. So we have Caruso, Holmgren, Let's see who else is out there. I think that's Kenrick Williams. I see Chet Holmgren with the layup. That's good. You see 10 of 23 for the Thunder. 2 of 23 for the Mavericks from the field. Second straight game, they were held to only single digits. As you see, Caleb... No, that's Dante Exum with the bucket there. So it is Holmgren, Kenrick Williams, Isaiah Joe, Caruso, and Cason Wallace. For 3, that's in there in a lead up to 17. Meanwhile, you have Max Christie, Dante Exum, Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell. As you see, that's a three-pointer, no good. And Gafford, as you see, Davis with the offensive rebound. Is it over to Russell? 3 on the shot clock. There's a 3 right there. No good. Holmgren grabbing the rebound there. Caruso. 22 rebounds to 14 in favor of the Thunder. Over to Williams. Kenrick Williams for 3. That's going to fall in, and the lead is up to 20 now. 28-8. This, I'm going to tell you right now, has probably been the most lopsided series I've ever seen. I don't even think I've ever seen total annihilation at this point in real life in a best-of-7 series. 8 on the shot clock. Over to Cason Wallace. Wallace will shoot the 3. That is in there. It is a 23-point lead now. 15 on the shot clock. Russell. This is over to Gafford. Oh, and he misses a dunk. I think Hartenstein had another piece of that. Oh, no, that's Holmgren that had a piece of that. What am I talking about? Holmgren is number 7. Hartenstein's 55. I need to get the numbers and names right. Holmgren over to Caruso. Back over to Joe. Isaiah Joe for 3. Another one. Oh, man. Oklahoma City Thunder really flexing their muscle in this series. It's 34-8, and we have a timeout called by the Mavericks. 9:04 to play until halftime. Coming out of the timeout, Lugan-Stort checking back into the game. I see Gafford, Davis, Christie, Russell, Exum. That is the lineup set for the Mavericks. Oh, it was Lugan-Stort coming in for Isaiah Joe. So that is the only change for the Thunder. Let's see here, we got 10 on the shot clock here, and that is an illegal screen called against Anthony Davis. You ever heard that saying, if it rains, it pours, and that's what's been going on this entire series. Jalen Williams, that's J-A-L-E-N Williams, comes back into the game for Kenrick Williams. And for the Mavericks, Kyrie Irving and in for Dante Exum. 34-8, and make that 36-8. Chet Holmgren, 4 points on 2 of 5 shooting, plus 28 on the court. Lugan-Stort had the assist there. Irving coming around, and that is no good. Oh, man. 25 rebounds as a team already for the Thunder. Wallace is holding on to that right now. Back over to Lugan-Stort. Dort. That jump shot is up. That is no good. Anthony Davis with the rebound here as we're approaching 4 minutes into the second quarter. Gafford back over to Russell, over to Kyrie Irving. 14 on the shot clock. Irving. He will get the shot up, and that's no good off the back iron. Lugan-Stort with the rebound. 16-2 right now. The Thunder are outscoring the Mavericks in the early part of the second quarter. Make that 18-2. Lugan-Stort with 5 points in this game. That matches his total from game number 3. And looking at that, do not adjust your screen. That said 53% to only 10% shooting for the Mavericks. Irving, that shot is up. That is no good. And Holmgren will come down with the rebound. Jalen Williams. Over to Caruso, and Caruso's going to get the layup, and it's 40-8. I am not kidding you guys. It is 40-8 right now with 6:47 to play in the second quarter. Someone call the police because this is a mass casualty right now put on by the Oklahoma City Thunder here at the American Airlines Center. Christie over to Davis, back to Max Christie. And he drains it, and we'll have a timeout called by the Thunder. 6:24 to play in till halftime. 40-11, the Thunder are on top. Coming out of the timeout here for the Thunder, SGA coming back into the game for the Thunder and for the Mavericks. Got Irving, Thompson. I know Irving moving back into the point guard position. Holmgren will inbound to SGA. 20 seconds on the shot clock. A 29-point lead. Make that 32-point lead. That was actually the largest lead of the game, by the way. Kyrie back over to Davis to Klay Thompson. 15 on the shot clock, halfway through the second quarter. This game coming to you from the American Airlines Center. Game 4 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals series. I'm Vinny from vdubproductions. And another block by Holmgren. Caruso now coming around with a slam dunk, and the lead is up to 34. Oh, man. If you're still watching this at this point, do me a favor, leave a like and comment on this video. As Irving shoots the three ball, no good. Jalen Williams with the rebound. .14 on the shot clock. Williams for three. He cannot miss. It's 48-11. Five minutes to play in the second. Irving for three. And Lord knows they needed that one just to have something to show that they have a pulse. 4:43 to play here in the second quarter. Do not adjust your screen. It is 48-14. Jalen Williams over to Dort. Dort for three. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, man. 51-14. One would wonder they had close to 70 points before the half. 37-point lead. As I said, they won every game by at least 40-plus points. I think the closest was a 41-point game in this series. I don't think I've ever seen a mass slaughtering in a series in real life in a best-of-7. Even in a sweep against a team that's favored to win it against a team playing with house money. Jalen Williams coming around the layup, make that a 39-point lead. Williams with 16 points, 8 of those in the paint, and he had 36 in all of Game 3. Thompson for three. That's in there. So they can hit three-pointers, I'll tell you that. The last 3 shots they have made were from beyond the arc. Dort for three. Anything you can do, they can do a lot better. The lead back up to 39. Marshall holding on to that right now. 15 on the shot clock. Under 3 minutes to play now until halftime. Marshall for three. No good. Does Commissioner Adam Silver just put the mercy rule on and say this series is over with? As you see, Jalen Williams. That's 18 for him, and the lead is up to 41. Kyrie Irving to Davis. To Irving. Back over to Najee Marshall. We got 6 on the shot clock. Irving, he's going to lose it. Caruso will come down with the theft. Over to SGA, back to Williams. Williams for three. Nails it! 21 points for Jalen Williams. And it's 61-17. as we're approaching the final 2 minutes until halftime. Irving for three. That's no good. Dort will grab the rebound. Irving 3 points on 1 of 13 shooting, 1 of 8 from beyond the arc. Holmgren, ooh, I thought he dangerously was close to coming out of bounds. Holmgren will put the shot up, and he's going to go to the line shooting 2 as Lively called for his first personal foul, first team foul. He'll hit the first one. As Hartenstein's going to check back into the game. Jalen Williams will move to the small forward position. And let's see here. We got Russell, Irving, Thompson, Marshall, Lively. So I think the starting 5 is out. As Holmgren will sink them both. 63-17. A minute 35 to play in the first. Thompson for three. Hey, look at that. The Mavericks actually reached 20 points before halftime. I didn't think that would happen. SGA. They should have back over to Logan Dort. Dort back over to Hartenstein. 10 on the shot clock. Logan Dort. Back over to SGA. 5 on the shot clock. Over to Holmgren. Holmgren for three. That's a miss right there. Russell will get the rebound. To Kyrie. They shoot over to Najee Marshall here. 15 on the shot clock. We got 50 seconds to play until halftime. 43-point game. Make that 40. For D'Angelo Russell. 63-23. Over to Chet Holmgren. Back to SGA. Williams. That's J.A. Elian Williams for the Thunder. 8 on the shot clock. Alexander, SGA will dish it over to Williams, and I think SGA should have just went for the layup there. Marshall. And that's no good. Holmgren grabbing the rebound. Shot clock was off already. Williams coming around with the layup. That's in there. 42-point lead. Irving coming around. There's a jumper. No good, and that will do it mercifully for this first half. The Oklahoma City Thunder 65, the Dallas Mavericks 23. We are going to send it to halftime here. You're watching Game 4 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals series here on vdub Productions. Getting ready to start the second half here in Dallas. 65-23, the Thunder on top. We look at Jalen Williams. He's just having himself I don't know what's in the air in Dallas, but Jalen Williams has definitely have had a good game and a half right now in the 2 games in Dallas so far. We start the second half here. No need to give you a lineup set because it is the starting lineups for both teams. As Hartenstein will get a dunk there. The lead up to 44. I think that's now the largest lead. I could be wrong. I think it's kind of counterintuitive of me to mention that this is game 4 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals series with the Thunder leading the series 3-0. And Kyrie Irving, he's going to go to the line shooting 2 as SGA called for his first personal foul, first team foul. I don't think that was necessary right there. You're up by 44. The Mavericks shot only 19% in that first half and was out-rebounded 33-17. The Mavericks were as low as 10% in the first half. And he'll hit the first one. See Irving. We'll sing them both. SGA will take it out of the inbound from Holmgren. It's crossing the half-court line. SGA for 3. No good. Derek Lively to second with the rebound. Irving for 3. He got it. 39-point game now. 1 minute into the third quarter, 67-28, Thunder on top. Holmgren. Over to SGA. SGA, that bucket is good, and the lead up to 41 again. 62% for the Thunder, 20% shooting for the Mavericks. Najee Marshall. Over to Kyrie Irving here. We got 10 on the shot clock. 8 on the shot clock now is Irving. He'll shoot that up. That is no good. Lugan Stort grabbing a rebound. Over to Williams. Jalen Williams for 3. Nails it. Lead back up to 44. Williams had 23 points in that first half. He's at least at 26 now after that 3. See Kyrie. That shot is no good. Hartenstein grabbing the rebound. That's a J-A-L-E-N Williams, by the way. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Over to Dort. Dort for 3. That's in there. Lugan's Dort. And the lead is up to 47 now. I believe it was you see Davis coming around with a layup that's in there. I believe it was a 44-point win, I think, in Game 1. 41 in Game 2. 42 in Game 3. And the margin right now is 45 points for the Thunder. SGA, he's going to come around with that easy bucket. SGA only has 10 points in this game on 5 of 9 shooting. As I said, he led the league in scoring this year, but other players have stepped up scoring-wise for the Thunder. And I think that's a good thing, too, because SGA, as I said, he's not bad. He has not done bad in the series. He's done really good in this series. And see SGA, he's not... See, coach not happy there. That's his second personal foul. That's the second time Kyrie Irving's going to go to the line via an SGA foul in this quarter. There's a point there. See Kyrie Irving hit the first one, and he'll hit the second one. Hartenstein will inbound that one to SGA. 3.5 minutes into the third quarter. 35-point lead for OKC. The Thunder are really flexing their muscle. They look like they want to make quick work of the Mavericks as well. Dort for three. That is no good. Derek Lively the second, grabbing a rebound. Baseball pass to Thompson. Thompson, and that's a miss right there. And another miss. Or wait a minute, it was a failed steal attempt, but then Irving misses it, and the Thunder will get the rebound. Holmgren coming around. Back over to Dort. Dort for three. No good. Holmgren getting the offensive rebound and the put in. It's a 47-point lead again. As we see 4.5 into the third quarter, it's a 47-point lead. Kyrie coming around. Irving. That shot is no good. SGA with the rebound. We got Jalen Williams having himself a game right now, and he's going to step out of bounds, and that is a careless turnover for the for the Thunder there. Derek Lively will inbound it to Kyrie Irving. Back over to Lively. The Klay Thompson back over to Marshall. Marshall for three. No good. Hartenstein with the rebound. Hartenstein had 12 rebounds and only 2 points scored in that Game 3 victory for the Thunder. Holmgren coming around with the slam dunk. And the lead is up to 49. Thunder were only 21st in the league in the regular season with 23.5 assists per game. They're at 19 already. Irving for three. No good. Dort with the rebound. No points for the Mavericks in the last 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And Holmgren with another slam dunk. SGA with the assist, and the lead is up to 51. Irving for three. No good. Holmgren grabbing that rebound. Jalen Williams back to SGA. Over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein with the slam dunk. 53-point lead is now the margin right here in the third quarter. There's Irving for three, and Lively will get the offensive rebound. Marshall. That is no good. Lively with another offensive rebound. He'll miss that one. Oh, man. SGA, shot is good. 55 points. SGA with 12 points in this game. 8 of them in the paint. If you're still watching this, do me a favor. Hit the like button. Comment on this video about how much of a bloodbath this was and how much of a bloodbath this series has been. To this point, as you see, Jalen Williams is going to go to the line shooting two as Anthony Davis called for his second personal foul. First team foul against the Mavericks. And also, if you are new to this channel and you're still watching this, do me a favor, also hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. And any Thunder fans that are watching this because you absolutely are enjoying this, there's a link to my Cash App if you want to support this channel. And we'll have our first set of substitutions. So we got Caruso, Wallace, Kenrick Williams, and Sorber coming into the game. And we'll have Russell and Christie coming into the game. 1-2 for Jalen Williams. Lead is up to 56. Under 5 to play in the third. As I said, anybody wants to support this channel financially. As you see, Kenrick Williams will get the steal there. Over to Cason Wallace, who had a second. It was the second leading scorer for the Thunder in Game 3. 9 on the shot clock. Wallace for three. No good. Davis grabbing the rebound. Over to D'Angelo Russell. Irving for three. No good, but Anthony Davis will get the slam dunk. off the offensive rebound, and it's back to a 54-point game. Kenrick Williams will make it 56 again. This is one of those, where were you when you're watching this massacre moment? Irving for three, no good. Over to Davis. Back over to Irving. Irving for three. Off the back iron. Tip out of bounds. And it's still going to remain with Dallas. 14 on the shot clock. And let's look at the lineup set here. Wallace, Joe, Caruso. And then you have the other Jalen Williams. The Jaylin Williams. Caleb Martin and Gafford back into the game. Kyrie with the bucket. He has 12 points in this game, only shooting 11% from the field. Under 3.5 to play here. Wallace coming around. That is no good. Russell with the rebound. Max Christie coming around over to D'Angelo Russell. He's going to go to the line, shooting two. Cason Wallace called for his. No, that's not Russell. That's Caleb Martin going to the line. No, that is D'Lo. Never mind. Get confused with the hairstyles and stuff, but I have to recognize the tattoos and the numbers. But Walls was called for the foul. 2 for Russell. He'll make the first one. Is it Jang coming in now for the other Jalen Williams? Russell hit them both. The lead is down to 52. Led by as many as 56. Wallace over to Isaiah Joe for three. And make that a 55-point game again. I usually enjoy making these videos, and I still am enjoying making this one right now. But there are just certain times that you feel like it's just a waste of time playing these series, going individual games, and this series has definitely been that case, but still owe it to you guys that come up with true content here. Wallace for three, no good. Christie with the rebound. Over to Gafford, over to Russell. Russell to shoot over to Christie. Christie for three, no good. Jang will get the rebound here as we got Wallace. Two minutes remaining. Isaiah Joe for three. No good. Gafford with the rebound. D'Lo. Over to Irving. A minute 43 to play. And that's no good. Jang will get the rebound there. Over to Caruso. Caruso back over to Isaiah Joe. Isaiah Joe hands it back to Caruso. I don't know why he just doesn't go for the layup, but Cason Wallace will hit the three. And a lead up to 56. Got a minute 10 to play in the third. Gafford. That bucket is good. 39 of 62 for the Thunder, and it's 14 of 65 for the Mavericks shooting from the field. Under a minute to play here in the third, and there's a three right there, and the lead up to 57. 11 of 23 for the Thunder from beyond the arc, 5 of 25 for the Mavs. Over to Gafford, back to Russell. 7 on the shot clock. Russell, no good. Kenrick Williams grabbing the rebound. Under 30 seconds to play in the third. Wallace coming around with a slam dunk, and they reach the century mark. It's a 49-point lead, or 59-point lead for the Thunder. They're just holding on to it right now. The Mavericks will inbound it to start the fourth quarter since they won the opening tip. No good, and there's really no reason to. As you see, Wallace will still shoot the three anyway. No good, and that will do it for the end of the third quarter. Do not adjust your screen. It is 101 to 42. The Thunder on top. They're 12 minutes away from sweeping the Mavericks out of the playoffs. We'll be back to start the fourth quarter shortly here on vdub Productions. Will Sill will have a State Farm assist of the game, and that will go to SGA. That was on a Lugens Dort 3. So let's see, Christie will inbound it to D'Angelo Russell. Anthony Davis out on the court. With the shot up, that's good. So we got Sorber. So we got Wallace, Joe, Sorber, Caruso, and Kenrick Williams. The lineup set to start the fourth quarter. So we got D'Angelo Russell, Max Christie, Anthony Davis. We see Isaiah Joe for 3. No good. Davis will get the rebound. Gafford, I know, is out there. And then who else is out there? That's no good. Sorber grabbing the rebound there. Over to Alex Caruso. Team up by 57. Wallace for 3. No good. Gafford grabbing a rebound. To D'Angelo Russell. Just counting down the minutes and the seconds until this game is over with. 4 on the shot clock. That is no good, and Joe will get the rebound. Anthony Davis looks like he's gone down with an injury. Kenrick Williams for 3. He got it. Timeout. If we look at that injury, timeout right there. Yeah, Jason Kidd, I don't blame you right there. Limping off the court. Caleb Martin will come in now, as Dante Exum also will enter the game. That was Dante Exum. That was the player I did not get a chance to get to, but he'll get the slam dunk there, and he cuts the deficit to 58. 15 on the shot clock. Cason Wallace. Over to Thomas Sorber. Sorber rejected by Gafford as Russell will come around with it. Over to Gafford. Holding on to that one right now to Caleb Martin. Martin over to Russell. Russell for 3. No good. Kenrick Williams grabbing a rebound. Over to Isaiah Joe. Wallace for 3. That's no good. Sorber will get the offensive rebound in the slam dunk and the lead back up to 60. Dante Exum. Over to D'Angelo Russell. Russell. That is no good. Wallace with the rebound. Over to Isaiah Joe. Eight on the shot clock. In there, Kenrick Williams for 3. No good. That was off the front rim as D'Angelo Russell holding on to it right now. To Caleb Martin. And that's a tip right there by Russell, by Wallace, but Gafford still controlled it. He'll get the slam dunk. Only 17 made field goals by the Thunder out of 74 attempts. And Sorber with the bucket and a lead up to 60 again. You guys already know that what's going to happen, right? As you see Wallace just going to bear hug Exum. Second personal foul, first team foul. Looks like Russell's going to go to the line shooting 2 again. Look at that. 17 3-pointers made. Fast break points only 19 right now for the Thunder, but really didn't need that many fast break points when you're up by 60. Now 59 points. Let's see here. Jalen, the Jaylin Williams, coming back into the game. For Kenrick. Oh, no. Kenrick is still out there. And let's see. Russell, Irving, Exum, Christie, and Gafford. So Russell hit them both. Here the defense. Not sure why they're chanting that. Their team is down by 48, or by 58, I should say. And there's a bucket, make it 56. D'Angelo Russell with the bucket there. He just had the 2 free throws just a second ago. 20 on the shot clock. Wallace for 3. No good. Russell grabbing the rebound. Seven and a half to play in this series. D'Angelo Russell still holding on to it right now. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, wow. Fakes Caruso for a second. Irving for 3. No good. Kenrick Williams with the bucket, or the rebound, I should say. Wallace. Over to Caruso, back over to Wallace here. 14 on the shot clock. They could just hold on to this one right now. Kenrick Williams for 3. Got it. Drain it. Lead back up to 59. So their largest lead was 60. As we got Gafford. Back over to Irving. Irving to Gafford. Gafford with the slam dunk. 66 and a half to play here in the fourth. 111 to 54. The Thunder on top. There's a 3. That is no good. Dante Exum. Back over to Russell. Over to Irving. Russell for 3. That's in there, and the lead down to 54. Halfway through the fourth quarter here. We already know that this game is out of reach right now. Isaiah Joe for 3. No good. Gafford with the rebound. Give it over to Russell. Russell for 3. No good. The Jaylin Williams. The other Jalen Williams had the rebound. Isaiah Joe for 3. No good. Irving will grab the rebound. Really nothing much for me to say in this performance except you want to talk about a waste of time for the Thunder. I mean, I'm sure they're out there loving the fact they're playing. As you see Jalen Williams, the other one with the steal, is the Isaiah Joe. 15 on the shot clock. Over to Wallace. Wallace, no good. He should have had that layup, I think, in my book. 15 on the shot clock. Over to Irving. Back over to Russell. 10 on the shot clock. Russell for 3. No good. Jalen Williams grabbing the rebound. Over to Caruso. 15 on the shot clock. Caruso. They shoot it over to Isaiah Joe. He'll shoot the 3. That's in there. Lead back up to 57. And they're Gafford with a layup. That's in there. To Wallace. Wallace for 3. No good. Under 4 minutes to play here in the fourth. And what is going to be the severe left ankle sprain. He's out for the season. Well, it really wasn't going to matter anyway, because there's going to be no more games for the Mavericks beyond this one for the season playthrough. Wallace coming around with the layup. That's in there. Lead up to 57. Max Christie. Over to D'Angelo Russell. And I never got a chance to mention that we're going to stay in the Western Conference in our next video. Russell for 3. That's in there. As we'll have game 4 between the Spurs and the Clippers. The Spurs actually got a big game 3 victory after losing the first 2 in LA. They have a chance to possibly try to even this series and maybe become the second series to be guaranteed a 6th game. That will be our next video coming out. See Isaiah Joe with a rebound after that. 54-point lead. Over to Jalen Williams, the Jaylim Williams. Back to Isaiah Joe, back to Jalen Williams. Wallace. 3 on the shot clock. Isaiah Joe for 3. Drains it. The lead up to 57 again. Irving. Back over to Max Christie. Exum. He will nail that one. Irving to Exum. Oh, Christie got the assist. Never mind. Thought that was Kyrie that had the assist. Wallace back over to Williams. Over to Isaiah Joe. Back to Kenrick Williams. Wallace for 3. No good. Gafford grabbing a rebound. To D'Angelo Russell here. Crossing the half-court line. Back to Kyrie Irving. And what was such a bad beating that you shouldn't probably let your children watch this game. Exum for 3. No good. Caruso. I think this is an NC-17 rating type beatdown. Over to Isaiah Joe for 3. No good. Max Christie grabbing a rebound. Exum. And that's going to be an and one situation right there. The Jaylim Williams, the Jaylim Williams, called for his first personal foul. As we'll see Hartenstein coming back into the game. Thomas Swarber also coming in. A.J. Mitchell as well. So we'll see A.J. Mitchell for the first time. And that's a miss right there. 53-point game. Might be the last time we see the Thunder with any with the possession. Kenrick Williams back to Caruso for 3. In there! 56-point lead. Shot clock turned off. Will the Mavericks even try to make an attempt? Lively is just going to hold on to it right now. That's it over to Thompson. Lively will get the bucket for the final points of the season for the Mavericks. And that will do it. The Oklahoma City Thunder with an NC-17 type beatdown on the Dallas Mavericks. They will win this game 122-68. And they will sweep the Dallas Mavericks out of the playoffs. The defending champions, at least in my season playthrough, will move on to the second round. Oh, man. Time to look at the post-game player statistics. And for the final time in my season playthrough season, it will be the Dallas Mavericks we're going to look at. D'Angelo Russell with 17 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Kyrie Irving with 12 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists. Anthony Davis, double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists before he had that gruesome injury. So even if the Mavericks would have found a way to win this game, we would not be seeing him anymore for the rest of the season. Daniel Gafford with 10 points and 6 rebounds and 1 block. Klay Thompson, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Dante Exum, the other Aussie, 6 points, 1 rebound. Derek Lively, the second, 4 points, 9 rebounds. Max Christie, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Najee Marshall went 0 for 7 shooting, 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. He had no stats other than that. Caleb Martin with only 1 rebound. We have Brandon Williams, Jaden Hardy, Dwight Powell did not play for the Dallas Mavericks. And now for the Oklahoma City Thunder, who complete the sweep in a very big way. We have Jalen Williams leading the way with 27.6 rebounds, 4 assists. Luguentz Dort with 17.7 rebounds, 6 assists. So Dort had 32 points in Game 1, only 2 in Game 2, only 5 in Game 3, but he had 17 here in this Game 4. Isaiah Joe off the bench, 15 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Kaysen Wallace also off the bench, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. SGA only 12 points, 1 rebound, 7 assists, 1 steal. As I said, other players stepped up with the scoring. SGA just had to do his thing. Chet Holmgren, 12 points, 15 rebounds, 1 assist. Then we got Kendrick Williams with 11 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. So we had 7 players in total in double figures. Alex Caruso, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Isaiah Hartenstein, 4 points, 10 rebounds. Thomas Sorber, 4 points and 2 rebounds. AJ Mitchell, no stats in 1 minute of play. Osman Jing, or however you pronounce his name, he had 2 rebounds. Jalen, the Jaylin Williams, with 3 rebounds, 1 assist and a steal. Nikola Topic was the only player who did not play for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and that will do it for your post-game player statistics. Next video, we are still in the Western Conference. This time we have the 1-8 matchup, and that will be Game 4 between the Los Angeles Clippers and the San Antonio Spurs. And at the time of this recording, we know that the Clippers in real life are playing in that 9-10 playing game against the Golden State Warriors. Will they advance and maybe have a shot at being the 8th seed? I definitely know that in real life, these two teams will not play in the first round because the San Antonio Spurs are already the 2 seed in the IRL playoffs, and they will play the Portland Trailblazers in the first round after the Blazers won their game the other day against the Phoenix Suns in that first play-in tournament game. But the Clippers do lead the series 2-1, but the Spurs did win Game 3. After losing the first 2 in LA, they took advantage of being at home, and they won their first game 3 at home. They look a chance to try to take both games at home and send this to a best-of-3 heading back to LA, making it a best-of-3 series with some momentum. Game 4, Clippers, Spurs, be there or be squared. If you like this video, if you're still watching this right now, what are you thinking? Just hit the like button, comment, and also let me know how you guys felt about that NC-17 bloodbath that you just watched. As well as, if you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. And as well as if you feel like you're inclined to support me financially, if you're able to, there is a link to my Cash App in the description down below, as well as where you can follow me on social media for X and Instagram. And with that, I want to remind everybody the final score of the game. Once again, as I said, this was an NC-17 beatdown, not meant for any children to watch. That's how bad I think this beatdown was. As the Oklahoma City Thunder complete the sweep, they defeat the Dallas Mavericks 122-68, a 54-point win. That was the largest margin of victory, and the closest margin of victory in this series was game 2, only a 41-point game. And with that, I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I am signing off.